CSK stands for Christliche Schule Kandern or Christliche Schule Kandern. We teach grades 1 through 4 in a bilingual setting, so all students learn in both English and German. Our English teachers are all native speakers from North America who are dedicated to just create this place at school where they have the familiarity of their own culture.
I grew up in a church that was really missional, and I always kind of thought missionaries homeschool their kids. That's what they do. And so when we really understood that God was calling our family to Germany, I assumed that homeschooling would be involved, and found out pretty early in the process that homeschooling is actually not allowed in Germany. So I was curious about what the school situation was going to be for our kids. I was concerned that it would be a place of warmth and nurturing for them. I know that putting any 6 and 8-year-old through a move is a big deal for them, and for it to be one into a country where they don't speak the language, they don't know the culture, I was pretty concerned. So I was hopeful and prayerful that there would be a place where they would be sort of welcomed with a soft introduction to life in Germany, and was really delighted to find out about CSK.
Well, I love CSK because I had the privilege of being able to help start this school 12 years ago. We were the very first Christian bilingual school in Germany, and now there are several more throughout Germany, and even a school in Hanoi, Vietnam, that follows the model that we have here. I love that our children are learning a second language at a very young age. If only I could have learned German when I was 6. I love that our school is a wide open door into the German community. And as most of you know, Europeans really value language, and so parents are looking for a school where their children can learn English. Many of the parents don't think that the Christian aspect of our school is going to make any difference in their children's lives. But of course, hearing about Jesus every single day and how he loves you changes your life. And so these children's lives are changed.
This particular evening, I stayed
Station. Everything that I was hearing about CSK was that it was a warm and nurturing environment. Academics were solid, but really I was so much more concerned with, are my kids going to be seen as whole people? Are they going to be seen as kids who are in the middle of transition, in the middle of a huge life change? And will they be regarded with the kind of care and respect that's needed for little kids going through that? I was really delighted to find out that that's exactly how CSK is. That's the mindset of the teachers there. Because it's a bilingual school, my kids were able to start picking up German skills and German culture even before we were, because they were immersed in it all the time.
Bilingual education at CSK follows a dual language model. And practically what this looks like is that the students are learning to read and write in their mother tongue language with a mother tongue teacher. And then they also are learning to speak in their partner language, learn the similar skills of reading and writing from their partner language teacher. So our students are learning language not only from 2 teachers who speak either English or German, but they have English-speaking and German-speaking peers. So at recess time, at lunch, or in the classroom, they are interacting with one another, and this just provides such a natural learning environment.
We don't have to put Luca way underneath because we're going to help him celebrate his birthday. We'll put him right on the edge.
Okay, so Luca hat an Samstag Geburtstag, gell?
Yes.
Da müssen wir noch reden, Luca, ob du am Tag vorher feiern willst oder am Montag nachher. Willst du das mal mit
One of the boys will translate a German word, or say this is how that's pronounced, or that's what this means. When it just comes up so organically for them, it's like, wow, this stuff is really sticking with them. And it's a really good feeling as a parent to kind of see what their trajectory is, where they're growing up bilingual, and just for how much that's going to benefit them as they get older.
One thing that I really appreciate as a teacher at CSK is that we are working in teacher teams. So each classroom has 2 teachers, an English-speaking teacher and a German-speaking teacher. And working as a team can be challenging. A teacher has to be open to new ideas, adaptable, willing to make compromises. But I would say I have really enjoyed being part of a teaching team. I am so thankful that I can share the responsibilities of the classroom, the responsibilities of communication with parents, with another teacher. I love to watch another teacher in action, and we can share new teaching ideas, and often we bring different perspectives to an issue that we might be working on. So it has been a real privilege to be in that kind of a model, having a co-teacher in the classroom with me.
Keep them both out, Judith. You're going to need to use these all the time, so just have your 2 out. All right. It's a great place to teach. It's a great place to learn. There are so many cultures, so many languages, great kids, and wonderful families that come to CSK. Now, many of our German families are not believers, and they send their kids to our school because they want their children to learn English. And of course, their children learn Bible stories, what prayer is, how God created the world, and all these kind of things. Jesus loves them and Jesus cares about them. Now, our missionary kids that are sitting in the same room have heard these Bible stories over and over. They know all about prayer. They know this and that. But when they're sitting beside a German friend who has never heard these Bible stories before or did not know about prayer, suddenly their eyes and their minds and their hearts are open to a whole nother aspect of learning these Bible stories or hearing these Bible stories. Some of my favorite moments at CSK. I love circle time. We start every morning here on the carpet, and one day we do it in German, one day we do it in English, and we do the calendar and the weather, and we're counting the days of school. And then we also always do something special as a class. Sometimes we share something that we did on the weekend, or sometimes we have a prayer time together. Every Friday, they all say something that they're thankful for. It's such a natural way of learning another language, and that God is part of our everyday life. I am very thankful that God allowed us to start CSK 12 years ago. He has blessed CSK, and He has shown us favor. We are light and salt in this corner of Germany, and children's lives, English-speaking and German-speaking, are being changed.